Hey Libra, it's good to see you. Welcome or welcome back. If this message resonates or you find it helpful, then it's for you. If not, just leave it for someone else or return to it at a later time. Also, be sure to check out the description box where I'll leave some journal prompts for you based on this reading. Okay, let's go into your pre-shuffled oracle cards and then we'll clarify everything with tarot. So your oracle cards today are number 6, choices, feeling blocked, restrained. Number 20, keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. Number 13, all must have prizes, trying to please everyone. And then at the bottom of the deck is number 32, belong to your own dream, create your own life. Okay, this message is really, really clear. You've got some kind of decision to make. And you're feeling stuck. You're feeling blocked. You don't know which way to go, which option to choose. There's just some kind of fear or block relative to a decision that you have to make. And it's leaving you feeling a little bit down. I definitely can feel the energy. As I was tuning into your energy, I felt a little bit just down, I would say. Confused at the very least, or kind of heavy maybe. Now, the issue here I feel that is blocking you from being able to make the most empowered decision possible is the fact that you're probably swinging between anger and people-pleasing. Anger and people-pleasing are two peas in a pod. They go together. They actually create each other. If you people please and you're just trying to like keep the peace, not cause waves, make everybody else happy, just, whatever, then you're abandoning yourself. You abandon yourself in the process of people pleasing. It is inevitable that your truth, your boundaries, your wants and needs, eventually it's gonna explode. If you suppress it for long enough, your personal truth and your boundaries will explode in the form of anger. Some kind of anger. Or frustration, at least. Sharpness, dissatisfaction, right? But then you get really angry and maybe you say something that's a little bit too harsh and then you feel bad and you swing back to people pleasing. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't really mean that, blah, 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 like covering up your tracks, right? And the cycle continues. The cycle continues. People pleasing anger, right? So it's almost like in order to make whatever decision you need to make, you have to extract yourself from that swing cycle. And underneath of all of this, again, at the bottom of the deck is belong to your own dream. And I feel like this is the solution that Spirit is pointing you to. You have to focus on your truth. What is your truth? Regardless of how it may make other people feel, regardless of whether it causes waves or not. Right? If you did not feel obligated to anyone else, or let's say if you knew that your personal truth would cause no problems whatsoever in other people, what is it? Like you've got to find a way to take other people out of the equation. Don't let other people's energies infiltrate your own energy. You've got to sort of like, I'm hearing, let the waters settle enough, clear your own energy enough of other people so that you can go within and get clear on what your truth really, really is, beyond people pleasing, beyond anger, right? From this divine, neutral, authentic place within. What is the truth? What choice do you want to make, right? Okay, let's go into tarot. I'm actually using Tarot of the Nile for you today. I haven't used this deck in a really long time, but it felt right for your reading for some reason. Show me Libra. Show me the collective of Libra right now. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Wow. 7 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Look at the bottom. And the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so there's definitely some kind of standstill happening with the Knight of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles facing each other. He's the slowest moving knight of them all. He takes his sweet time, slowly, slowly, slowly marching towards the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is a moment of reflection. It represents a pause, basically, where you look at how far you've come and you assess a situation, right? Do I need to make any tweaks or any adjustments before I keep going? Do I even want to keep putting my energy into this? I feel like that's potentially part of the choice that you have to make, right? Do I want to keep putting my energy into this thing that I have for a really long time? You've put your energy into something for a minute. You've grown something. And now you're here. You're pausing. And you're thinking, is this still right for me? Maybe it's not. But if it is, what adjustments do I need to make before I continue investing in it? This could be anything, a relationship, a job, anything, right? But there's this almost like compression. There's this compression that I feel in your energy. And part of whatever this decision is, whatever you're moving through or processing right now, it is actually part of a path of mastery with the 8 of Pentacles here. This is about mastery. And I feel maybe in the biggest, broadest sense, what you're being called to do is master yourself. I mean, that is truly what we're all called to do, in a sense, you could argue. But this is kind of a climactic moment where that is very apparent, that what you need to do is master yourself, master your own energy, clear your energy enough, right? And underneath all of it, with the Tower at the bottom of the deck, this is the energy that is trying to happen. This is really what needs to happen. A Tower card moment needs to happen. It's trying to happen, or it is in the process of manifesting. Now, a Tower card moment, I know it's big and scary and nobody really wants to see that, but I just mentioned this in another reading too. I can't remember if it was a water sign or who it was for, but Tower cards are a gift, right? Because what is being destroyed is everything that is inauthentic. And sometimes, yes, it can be really uncomfortable and disruptive, but in the end, it is totally for the best. Tower card moments are a gift from the highest perspective. When you're in them, you don't feel that way, right? So there is some kind of ending. There is an ending that needs to happen, and an end of a cycle for, I think, maybe on the macro and the micro, you need to end the cycle of swinging between codependency and anger, or people-pleasing and frustration, swallowing your truth, lashing out with truth, right? Like, that's a cycle that needs to potentially end within you as part of self-mastery. But then also, whatever this external situation is that you're dealing with, whatever you're reflecting on, something about it needs to end too. Again, whether you need to walk away from it entirely or you just need to tweak the way that you relate to it, only you can know that. Only you can know that when you give yourself permission to get in touch with your truth. But something is trying to end. That's for sure. So what's the challenge that Libra's facing? What's the challenge that Libra is facing right now? King of Pentacles. Man, so many pentacles. This is a real world situation that you're dealing with probably very real consequences. The moon. Yeah, well, this is that feeling blocked and restrained. This is confusion and illusion. Wow, King of Wands. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Look at, you've got King of Pentacles and King of Wands looking at the Moon card. Yeah, I mean, the first thing that comes to me just intuitively when I look at this represents the choice point, right? This or that. Maybe some of you are trying to decide between, if it's a relationship, it's like this person or that person. Maybe it is as literal as that. This person or that person. This job or that job. And you're feeling stuck, confused. But again, the moon is also about illusion, needing to clear illusion from your mind or from the situation. So letting the tower fall, clearing everything that is false, right? So that you can get to the real heart of the situation. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is getting in touch with your own inner light, your own inner spark, your connection to spirit, and getting really, really curious about the things that make you happy, actually, is what I'm hearing. One of the most deceptively simple questions, I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but what do you want? It's a question that on the surface seems simple enough, right? What do you want? Sometimes we know what we want. Sometimes we think we know what we want. In this case, I think you're telling yourself the story, potentially you don't know what you want. So the Page of Wands is an invitation to just get really, really curious. Maybe the thing to do is to just wholeheartedly embrace you don't know what you want. Like, say it out loud to yourself. The truth is, I don't know. The truth is, I have no idea. Maybe that's reality. Anchor into that. It's okay to not know. But admitting that you don't know is the foundation from which you can find out what you want. So what do you do when you don't know what you want? You get curious. You get curious about what really makes you happy. You know? And you don't let other people influence you. Influence your decision or your truth. So what's the advice? Let's wrap it up with some advice. All right, Spirit, what's the advice for Libra? Six of Wands. Two of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, there's that sword of truth. Spirit wants you to take your personal truth and run with it. That's what's coming through the Knight of Swords. Take your personal truth and run with it. Once you have discovered what it is, run with it. Okay. I'm actually hearing play around. Play around with your options. Maybe engage with this decision you need to make in a more lighthearted way. Okay, here's an interesting thing. Oh, this is also coming through. Spirit is saying, get yourself into a good mood first. You know the saying from, I think it's Albert Einstein, that said the level of consciousness that created a problem isn't the same one that can find the solution, or something like that. So like if you're feeling heavy and confused and conflicted and frustrated and not great, Spirit is actually saying through the Six of Wands, try to focus on the things, anything, do anything, focus on anything to get yourself feeling good first. Anything goes. Anything goes. What makes you happy, right? Get yourself, like, feel good about yourself first. Raise your vibration first. Don't wait for the external circumstances to change. Don't hold off on feeling happy now. And from that embodiment, that emotion, that vibrational state, you'll be able to engage with the decision that you need to make in a much more playful way, a much more lighthearted way, a much more open way. That will allow you to not only find the truth of what you want and then run with it, but really access, it's almost like a depth of groundedness that you didn't know you were missing. The Queen of Pentacles is bringing forth just pure, grounded embodiment. Your truth is in your body, that's for sure. Your truth is in your body. I just had this conversation with Sagittarius, actually, yeah. Okay, so hopefully that all makes sense. Hopefully that helps. Okay, this feels like a very real decision with very real consequences, but it's not a death sentence, right? It's not a death sentence. You can always course correct, and I think the main message here from Spirit is to just recognize your truth versus others. The way forward will be clear when you clear yourself of other people's truths, trying to people please, right, etc. All right, Libra, I hope that this was helpful, or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Be sure to check out the description box for those journal prompts, and I'll see you next time. Bye.